I found out my fiancé had been planning our breakup because of a voice chat he thought I'd never hear. I was 26, my fiancé was 29, and our wedding was only 8 weeks away. We'd been together for 4 years. Every evening after work, he'd say he was relaxing with the guys online. At first, I didn't mind. Gaming was how we met. I was actually the one who taught him how to play. But slowly, I stopped being part of his world. I'd spend nights choosing wedding decorations alone while he laughed with strangers through his headset. When I asked for help picking our first dance song, he said, tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. One Friday, my internet suddenly stopped working while I was in the living room. I walked toward his gaming room to restart the router. Before opening the door, I heard my name, so I froze. His mic wasn't muted. One of his friends asked, "So, are you actually excited to get married?" Not a nervous laugh, a real one. Then he said, "Honestly, I'm only going through with it because canceling now would cost too much." Everyone laughed. Another voice asked, "What about that new girl from your office?" He replied, "She's way more fun. No wedding stress, no planning, just good vibes." My stomach dropped. Then he added, "If things work out with her, I'll figure everything else out later." I stood there holding the router cable, wondering if I'd somehow walked into someone else's life. Question for you. If you accidentally overheard your partner saying something like this, would you confront them immediately or quietly gather more proof? Let me know in the comments. I didn't open the door. I quietly walked back to the living room. Instead of crying, I made a plan. The next evening, I created a brand new gaming account with a random username. I joined public matches until I finally landed in his squad. He had no idea it was me. He complimented my gameplay. He even joked, "We should invite you more often." For almost an hour, I listened. He sounded happier talking to a stranger than he had talking to me in months. Then one of his friends asked, "So when's the honeymoon? If the wedding even happens?" Another friend laughed. He said, "I've already been looking at apartments closer to work, the same work where that coworker was." That's when I knew. The wedding wasn't our future anymore. It was just his backup plan. The match ended. Everyone was getting ready for another game. I finally turned my microphone on. In the calmest voice I could manage, I said, "Don't worry about canceling the wedding." Silence. Then I continued, "I'll save you the money." Nobody spoke. His character stopped moving. A few seconds later, I heard a loud crash through the headset. He had knocked over his chair. I logged out. By the time I got home, my engagement ring was sitting on the kitchen table. His headset was still glowing. But for the first time in months, he wasn't saying a single word.